Koke-an was the first Machiya I bought in 2007 as a place to fix up and stay in while I was in Kyoto on a tourist visa. Maybe to live here, maybe just as a holiday house. I hadn't really thought that far ahead. I just wanted an old Machiya to do up. Machi means town in Japanese and ya means house, so Machiya simply means townhouse. Koke means moss and an means cottage or place of quiet retreat, so hence Koke-an, Moss Garden Cottage. Koke-an and all the other cottages are tucked away down tiny little laneways, so they are indeed quiet little retreats. Here we are looking up Jingumichi to the big orange torii gate. And here is the narrow entrance to the alleyway leading to Koke-an. As we enter off the main street, it becomes quickly very quiet. All of these houses are tucked away down quiet little alleyways and are indeed quiet retreats. Here we are outside the entrance of Koke-an, Moss Garden Cottage. Yeah, the sign I carved myself as well. As we open the door, we can see the Ishi-tatami, or stone flooring. Here's the little lounge room with sofa and beautiful old doors, and some detail of the doors. Now we come to the bedroom with the antique cabinet I bought at the antique markets, and a view of the sliding doors, again with some detail of the doors. And of course the moss garden that gave the cottage its name. Here's some of my tiles and plates and mugs in beautiful olive green that I made especially for the cottage. The woven bamboo ceiling is called Agilo, and the antique light fitting I picked up at the antique markets. As we open up the door to the toilet, you can see the ceramic tiles I made, along with the door handles. This is the Ishi-tatami, or stone flooring, I put in the kitchen. The blue hanging cloth is called a norin, and it's dyed in indigo blue. There it is with the antique cabinet in the kitchen. Oh, and don't forget to take your shoes off on the way in. I put a new roof on Koke-an as well, which was a really filthy job as the old tiles were sort of glued on with old mud. We decided to buy another place in 2009, Ihoan. Iho means lingering fragrance. The smell of incense wafts in from the temple backing onto the house, so we called it Ihoan, the cottage of lingering fragrance, which I think is a great name. I enjoyed particularly designing the round window and putting the stonework in around the bath and the stone entranceway. Here's the outside of Ihoan with the red fire bucket you can see everywhere in Kyoto. Beautiful old lock on the front door. Coming up to the door here at Ihoan, you can see the stonework in the genkan, or entrance, with the pine bark matting on the walls. As you step up, you can see the very steep stairs and the beautiful old doors. There's another Machiya, or antique cabinet, I picked up at the antique markets. I also put in a modern kitchen, as there's nothing nice about old Japanese kitchens. Looking through the window, we can see into the temple next door, from which incense sometimes wafts in. The cast iron bath is called a gomenboro and is surrounded by stonework. And the beautiful handmade shigaraki hand basin. Antique light fitting, also picked up at the antique market. These stairs are really quite steep. Here's looking back down the stairs. Lovely TV cabinet again, bought at the antique markets. The round window I designed and made, a very old traditional style. Very lovely. The calligraphy panel I painted says Kyobuji. Today, nothing bad happened worth worrying about. We bought a third cottage in 2010, which we called Shirakawa Cottage, as it was near the very pretty Shirakawa stream. It's really a lovely part of Kyoto, walking down along the stream there. It was a big job renovating this place, as it was just a tumble down ruin when we bought it. You can see here from the photos the condition of Shirakawa-an. It really was just a tumble down ruin. There was loads and loads of work to be done. The place was just a real mess. I renovated it in the style of an old Kyoto tea house, using woven bamboo for the ceilings, and of course put in a lovely little moss garden out the back there. That's Sayaka out in front of Shirakawa in a Maiko geisha costume. Again, I carved the sign for Shirakawa, the cottage by the white stream. Issue tatami floor, stonework, shoes off before you step up onto the tatami. So lovely stonework there. Yeah, it was fun sourcing these antique lights from the various antique markets. This one's particularly lovely. Beautiful Agile ceiling. And then the handmade tiles that I made, and the cups. Shirakawa, have her own coffee mug. There's the kitchen at Shirakawa, and a view through to the beautiful bedroom. There's an olive green hand basin and tiles that I made for the cottage as well. Opening the door of the bathroom and stepping in, you can see the improved design of lovely stonework around the gomenboro cast iron bath. Through a round window, the bathroom looks into the little moss garden. It's very quiet, secluded and private. The last little place we bought in 2011 we called Jisoan, Jizo being the guardian deity of travellers. I also managed to find a wall to cut a hole in and put in another round window in Jisoan. The bamboo I used in the window was 180 years old, so it was a great piece of recycling there. I also carved this sign with the praying Jiso figure. And here is the round window I put in, which I'm quite proud of. Paper lantern lighting up the Ajiro bamboo ceiling. Antique reed doors and paper shoji screens. Here's the detail of the 180-year-old bamboo. It gets its name from the stripes left by old rope. People have said to me, how can you sell them after all the work you've put in? They said they're all finished and up and running, you can just kick back and enjoy the income. Well, maybe, but it's time to move on. I enjoyed creating these places. I learned a lot about Japanese architecture and traditional building methods, and will have great memories of my time here in Kyoto renovating old Machiyas. But I feel it was something to do while I was living here in Kyoto, not something to keep me here.